Okay, what I'm attempting here is to, for my own understanding, is to understand this sink holing story. So here I've got wax that is really cool. It's almost solidifying. So in here I've preheated these glasses just so they don't crack from temperature changes. So I want to put this nearly solidifying wax in there. You can see it's really cool. Okay, I'll let that one dry. Then in this one, excuse the glasses, this is just a test. In this one I'm going to like superheat wax and put it in that one. Okay, this wax has been boiling like this for a few minutes now. So let's see. It's obviously going to be very liquid. This cup's cooled off. Okay, so let's see how those dry. I'm interested to see what happens with the sinkhole story. Okay, so we can see that the the colder one has obviously sink hold less, and the hot one has sink hold a lot. What I did notice, the hotter one has a much richer color. The colder one's a bit, I suppose, matted or whatever you want to call it. What I want to try now is this one that was cooler, that sink hold less. I want to put it in this water, which is cold now, and heat it real slow, which means this is normal old propane, gas, whatever you want to call it. To heat it slow, you've actually got to turn the gas on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. If you just leave it on until it warms up, in my experiences, especially with glass being in there, the glass is going to crack because it's real thin, and it makes the wax actually too warm too quick. In my experience with this stove and everything, I know other people's processes are probably different. So I'm going to try to do that. Let it warm up a bit, and then probably let it cool in this water to see what happens with the sink holing then. Just at where, what is it, 55, 56 degrees Celsius, it's just started bubbling, well, forming bubbles. That's still quite solid. Let me turn it off for a second. Okay, so the temperature topped out at 57 after turning off the gas, and it hasn't, the wax hasn't liquefied at all. So I'm going to, unfortunately my thermometer only goes to 60 and I don't want to pop it. So I'm going to just keep turning the gas on and off so it hovers around 55 to 60 and see if we can get it a bit more liquid. Okay, while stitching the videos together in editing, I realized that I forgot a step, which was to explain that hovering the temperature from 55 to 60, I did it for quite a while. It didn't do anything. The wax just didn't liquefy. So following that is what you will see shortly. And I wanted to apologize for our stove. It is our main cooking stove, and it isn't exactly the cleanest. So I apologize for that. C'est la vie, but sorry. Okay, so what I've done here, what do they call it? Pot in a pot, a pot in a pot in a pot, or something. Anyway, so the wax has gone 90% liquid. I boiled it not high, it was on low, but the water was bubbling and carrying on. I'm just scared of that glass cracking. So what I want to do is let that melt completely, and then I'm going to leave all of this as it is to cool down all by itself. So let's see what happens with sinkholes like this. Okay, well, letting it cool off in the warm water didn't make any difference. It still sink hold the same, and there isn't a wick to interfere either. So yeah, I think getting the temperature as low as you can before pouring is the most important factor. So yeah, that was my little experiment.